20 strange things that only exist in Nigeria. From the massive floating slum of Makoko to a city where almost every birth results in twins, to the homeland of Africa's richest person, Nigeria is Africa's most populous country and home to a myriad of peculiarities. Let's join me on a journey through the following video to uncover the most bizarre aspects of Nigeria, a uniquely fascinating country in Africa, guaranteed to leave you amazed. Number 20. Makoko floating slum, the largest in the world. When Nigeria is mentioned, many immediately think of the Makoko slum, known as one of the largest slums in the world, situated on a lagoon next to the Atlantic Ocean, as part of Lagos, the largest city, the main commercial and industrial center of Nigeria. Established in the 18th century as a fishing village, the houses in Makoko are built on stilts over the Lagos Lagoon. There are currently no official population records for Makoko, but estimates suggest around 1 in 4 million, approximately 250,000 people, live in cramped wooden houses along the riverbank, over polluted and debris-filled waters in this slum. Life here is incredibly harsh and difficult, evident on the faces of each resident. Makoko's inhabitants must live in dilapidated shanties, with electricity and running water being luxuries. For the impoverished, domestic sewage and waste are directly discharged into the river, which they then continue to use for daily activities. The only way to obtain drinking water is to purchase it from vendors, sourced from boreholes. The government does not provide free water to Makoko residents, as they discourage people from living there. Currently, this area operates mostly autonomously with minimal government presence in the community. Local security is maintained by young men from this slum. The Nigerian government is keen on demolishing this slum, hence, one day it might disappear. What are your thoughts on this slum? It's truly terrifying, isn't it? Number 19. The village where men and women speak different languages. Have you ever imagined living in a village where all men and women speak two different languages? It's hard to believe that men and women raised in the same community could speak different languages. But in Ubang, Nigeria, this unique cultural aspect has existed for generations. The local government and residents of Ubang are striving to preserve the traditional culture of the ethnic group amidst the increasing popularity of English among the youth. The exact difference in the proportions of words in the two languages spoken by men and women in Ubang is unclear. However, there are enough examples to demonstrate that individuals of different genders here speak two distinct languages. For instance, for the word clothing, men say enki, while women say ariga. For tree, men pronounce it as kichi, whereas women say okwang. These words not only differ in pronunciation but also in writing, yet they carry the same meaning, as long as everyone can remember. What's interesting is that both men and women in Ubang can perfectly understand each other. This is because by the age of 10, boys are trained to speak the language designated for men. Do you find this village peculiar? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Number 18. Makoko. In addition to being known as a large slum, Makoko is also mentioned for a special floating school designed for about 100 students and capable of withstanding harsh weather conditions. This school, catering to students of all ages, is built to withstand rising water levels in the swampy area. The school includes classrooms and a play area. This 3-story floating building will stand on the water surface thanks to a system of floors made from 256 plastic barrels. The walls and ceiling are mainly made of wood, and the school is illuminated by solar panels. The classrooms are divided into a closed space on the middle floor. The top floor has a classroom that opens out to the swampy area outside. The roof is designed with solar panels, combined with a water drainage system to create a sustainable structure. The ground floor serves as a playground for children, as well as a place where residents occasionally come to rest or engage in activities or meetings. The plastic barrel system underneath serves as both a water storage and a buoyancy device for the entire structure. Do you find this floating school structure interesting? It must be fun to go to school by boat every day. But thinking about the foul-smelling water in the Makoko River, I'd rather not. Number 17. Widow cleansing, a harrowing ritual for widows in Nigeria. In the southern regions of Nigeria, widows have to endure the cruel ritual of widow cleansing after their husbands pass away. They are confined for several weeks, subjected to starvation, and forced to live in unsanitary conditions. Widows are considered unclean objects and need to be cleansed by shaving their heads at their husband's grave. Even more agonizingly, they are forced into marriages with men related to the deceased husband, such as remarrying the deceased husband's brothers or another man within the community. According to women's rights researchers, in regions of southern Nigeria like Roses, widows have to endure this brutal ritual after their husbands pass away. In some cases, if the husband passes away early, the wife becomes a suspect and may be forced to drink water used to bathe the deceased husband's body or lie next to the husband's corpse to prove her innocence. If she refuses, she is often accused and expelled from the community. It's truly terrifying to be a woman in such circumstances, isn't it? Share your thoughts on this horrifying ritual in the comments. Number 16. A man in Nigeria married 107 times with 97 wives. Yes, you heard it right. In Nigeria, there's a man who has been married 107 times and has a total of 97 wives. That man is Muhammad Bello Abubakar, 92 years old, who stunned many by marrying 107 times, with only 10 of his marriages ending in divorce. According to religious rules in Nigeria, a man is allowed to have a maximum of 4 wives. In 2008, a court in Nigeria ordered him to divorce 82 out of his 86 wives within 48 hours or face punishment. However, Bello claimed that his marriages were divinely ordained, and instead of complying with the ruling, he decided to marry more wives. To this day, Bello has married 107 times, although 10 of his marriages ended in divorce. I wonder if anyone watching this video wants to have multiple wives like this. Personally, I find it quite exhausting. Share your thoughts on this below. Number 15. It's customary not to look into each other's eyes. Do any of you believe that when conversing you need to look into the other person's eyes? Comment and let me know. For Westerners, looking someone directly in the eyes is an action that shows respect and absolute trust towards that person. However, if you're in Nigeria or other regions of Africa, remember that they do not have the custom of looking directly into someone's eyes. They consider it a very aggressive act, especially if a younger person does not look directly into the eyes when speaking face to face with an older or higher-ranking person. Number 14. Right-handedness is preferred in Nigeria. Are you right-handed or left-handed? Comment below and let us know. While in many places being left-handed is considered to enhance creativity, in other places it's seen as a sign of bad luck. In Nigeria, using the left hand can be a sign of disrespect. This is because the left hand is considered unclean. I'm not sure where this belief originated, but the word sinister comes from the Latin word for left. So, if you're left-handed when visiting this country, be mindful. Number 13. Twin city in Nigeria. While natural twin births are generally considered rare worldwide, they actually occur quite frequently. Recently, the rate of twin births has increased due to the popularity of in vitro fertilization. However, there's one place where the rate of natural twin births is unusually high. That place is the city of Igbo-Ora in southwest Nigeria. Despite its seemingly dull appearance, this town is actually proud to have the highest rate of twin and multiple births in the world. According to population experts, the southwestern region has one of the highest rates of twin births in Nigeria. Within this region, Igbo-Ora, located about 60 kilometers north of Lagos, Nigeria's largest city, is considered to have the highest rate of multiple births in the country. According to local residents, most families in the town have one or several sets of twins. Currently, scientists have not been able to accurately explain why Igbo-Ora has such a high rate of twin births. However, residents believe that the diet and water consumption of women in this area are the reasons behind this phenomenon. According to locals, the high rate of twin births is due to the consumption of okra leaves at a market in Igbo-Ora. They believe that the way okra leaves are used plays a decisive role. For example, a stew made with these leaves needs to be eaten immediately and should never be stored for too long. Some have shared that because they consume okra leaves a lot, they have given birth to up to 8 sets of twins. Number 12. Nigeria's Sweet Potato Festival. Sweet potato is an important staple crop in Nigeria and other West African countries. The Yam Festival in Nigeria takes place at the end of the rainy season in Africa, typically around early September each year. According to Nigeria's Pulse, the Sweet Potato Festival is a traditional cultural activity organized to thank the gods for a bountiful harvest and to pray for a successful new season. The festival usually includes activities such as traditional folk dances, traditional music performances, and parades. At the festival, sweet potato-based dishes are shared symbolically to wish for prosperity in life. Number 11. Street food paradise. If you ever visit Nigeria, you'll never go hungry. When strolling the streets of Lagos, Nigeria, you'll find countless food stalls at every corner, offering a wide variety of different foods, from snacks, cooked meals, street food, various meats, fruits, and local drinks like zobo, kunu, etc. Whatever you're craving in Lagos, you'll satisfy your hunger. From local dishes to continental cuisines, Lagos meets all your needs. Number 10. Men with pink lips in Nigeria. In many countries around the world, men wearing pink clothes, pink lips or tattoos are not considered appropriate. However, in Nigeria, there's no discrimination based on the color of men's clothing or appearance. You can see men wearing pink clothing, lace garments, or adorned with leaf and flower patterns. In Nigeria, a new and quite peculiar trend in male grooming is currently trending, getting the lower lips tattooed pink. Typically, to own a pair of pink lips, Nigerian men will spend about 7,000 naira, equivalent to 45 USD. According to Nigerian Best Forum, although the lip tattooing process will give men permanent pink lips, it also has some drawbacks, such as causing skin irritation, prolonged pain, and even lip inflammation. In fact, besides tattooing, there are safer ways to turn pale lips into pink. Just remove dirt, oil, and dead cells accumulated on the lips throughout the day and wash them with rose water to make a big difference. Number 9. Nigeria is the most populous country in Africa. With a population of 219,463,862, Nigeria is currently the most populous country in Africa. It is also the 6th most populous country globally, surpassing Russia, Brazil, and Mexico. According to research, this number is expected to double to over 400 million by 2050, when it will surpass the United States to become the 3rd most populous country in the world. There are areas with high population density across the country, but particularly densely populated areas are located in the south and southwest of the country. Number 8. Nigeria is a multilingual country. Nigeria is an extremely diverse country and home to many ethnic groups. English is the official language of the country, but Hausa, Yoruba, Fulani, and Igbo are also major languages. There are over 500 indigenous languages used here. Recently, the government has begun efforts to promote the use of indigenous languages, especially endangered languages such as Tiv, Kanuri, and Fulfulde. Nigeria also introduced Nigerian Sign Language in 1960, modeled after American Sign Language. It is widely used in Chad and the Republic of the Congo. This country also has various religions. Just over half, about 53.5%, are Muslims, 10.6% are Roman Catholics, and 35.3% are Protestant. Number 7. Nigerians are passionate about football. It's a fact that the people of this country are extremely passionate about football, and Nigeria has made it to the World Cup finals 6 times. Nigeria is a strong football team in Africa, currently ranked 48th in the FIFA rankings. As of 2018, the national team of this country has participated in the World Cup finals 6 times but has never reached the semi-finals. Nigeria is the homeland of some famous players, including John Obi Mikel, a key player for the Nigerian team who has won the Champions League with Chelsea, a club in England, or Wilfred Ndidi, who currently plays for Leicester City in England. Number 6. Nigeria, one of the largest film producers in the world. Known as Nollywood, Nigeria proudly ranks as the second largest film producer. This country produces about 50 films per week, more than Hollywood, and second only to Bollywood. Although its revenue may not compete with Bollywood and Hollywood, it still generates an impressive $590 million annually. This has made the film industry of this country the second largest employer in Nigeria, with over 1 million people employed nationwide. Nollywood films have a large following in Africa and among Africans worldwide. As the world transitions to new digital technology, Nigeria continues to use cheap VHS tapes and players, making it more accessible and affordable to consumers. The World Bank is currently supporting the Nigerian government in efforts to support and develop the entertainment industry. Have any of you tried watching Nollywood films? Comment below to share your thoughts on the quality and appeal of these films. Number 5. Nigeria is the largest economy in Africa. Nigeria prides itself on having the largest economy in Africa. According to the International Monetary Fund, in 2020 Nigeria topped the list as the largest economy in Africa. With an average GDP of 442.976 trillion USD, it is the 26th largest economy in the world. However, COVID-19 is expected to inflict severe damage on the economy. Low oil prices and a sharp decline in capital inflows have led to a significant drop in import and export volumes on a large scale and an increase in unemployment rates. Despite having a relatively large economy, Nigeria is also one of the poorest countries in the world. According to the Global Hunger Index in 2020, Nigeria ranks as the 10th most hungry country in the world. Number 4. Home of the richest person in Africa. Mr. Aliko Dangote, born in 1957, is a Nigerian business magnate. He is the chairman and CEO of the Dangote Group and is the richest person in Africa. His estimated net worth is 14.1 billion USD as of January 2022. The Dangote Group is the second largest employer in Nigeria after the federal government. After over 4 decades of dedicated entrepreneurship, Chairman and CEO Mr. Aliko Dangote has played a significant role in transforming the Dangote Group into a conglomerate with diversified business interests in key sectors such as import-export, food processing, cement manufacturing, freight services, sugar refining, salt and flour milling. Employing over 11,000 workers, making it one of the largest conglomerates in Africa. Number 3. Nigeria's flag has 2 colors. Nigeria's flag consists of 3 stripes with 2 colors, white and green, with white in the middle and green stripes on either side. This flag has been in use since 1960 when Nigeria gained independence from Britain. According to Britannica, in pursuit of independence, a national planning committee in Nigeria was established. In 1958, this committee organized a flag design competition. Nearly 3,000 entries were submitted with various intricate designs. Ultimately, a Nigerian student in London won the competition. The winning flag had 3 stripes of colors as present, with green symbolizing agriculture and white symbolizing peace. The initial design also featured a red sun on the white stripe, but the committee decided to remove it. The flag with 3 stripes and 2 official colors was used on Nigeria's Independence Day, October 1st, 1960. What do you think of this flag's design? It turns out simplicity often wins, doesn't it? Feel free to share your thoughts with me. Number 2. The only species of bird found exclusively in Nigeria. You can only find the Anambra waxbill bird species in southern Nigeria, not anywhere else in the world. This bird is about 12 centimeters long and lives in flocks of up to 20 individuals or more. There have been only about 5 reported sightings of this bird in Nigeria, and it's often found in tall grasses along water bodies like marshes, swamps, ponds, and rivers. Alongside rare bird species, Nigeria is one of the places with the most diverse butterfly species in the world. If you visit this country, you'll be fascinated to encounter various unique butterfly species. Currently, there are over 1,000 butterfly species recorded in Nigeria, and this number will only continue to grow as new butterfly species are still being discovered here. So, if you're a butterfly enthusiast, make sure to visit Nigeria to witness this uniqueness. Number 1. Nigeria is home to the oldest dyeing pit in Africa. Established in 1498, the Kofa Mata dye pits in Kano, Nigeria, are the oldest and last dyeing pits in Africa. During its heyday, there were about 270 specialized dye pits producing indigo-dyed cotton cloth. The dyeing technique used at the Kofa Mata dye pits has persisted for centuries and has been passed down from generation to generation. Various patterns made with this indigo-dyed cloth require precision and patience. However, the dyeing business is currently declining due to cheaper imported cloth into the Nigerian market. To help preserve this dyeing craft, you can try purchasing dyed cloth from local artisans when you visit Nigeria. So there we have it. We've explored the 21 weirdest and most interesting facts about Nigeria. Which fact impressed you the most? Remember to comment and let me know which fascinating fact about Nigeria you liked the most, like how I found the Makoko slum area quite impressive in this country. Thank you for watching our video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with our latest videos. See you in the next videos.